In 2015, there was a huge robbery, and the stolen loot was Amiibo, worth at least $10,000 by my estimation. But how did this happen, and where did the Amiibo go? Let me tell you the story of the day $10,000 of Amiibo vanished into thin air. It was E3 2014, and in amongst various other game trailers, Nintendo showed this. It was an announcement for a brand new game called Splatoon, and instantly this game grabbed people's attention. It seemed unusually savvy for a Nintendo game, and just what the dying Wii U needed. After a few more minutes of gameplay, the trailer said this: "Pre-order now." We'll get to that in a minute. So, as the months went by, more and more information about this Splatoon game was revealed. In April 2015, about a month before Splatoon was due to be released, Nintendo revealed these, the Splatoon Amiibo. There were 3 of them: Inkling Girl, Inkling Boy, and a squid. And this squid was kind of interesting, actually. You see, in Japan, you could get any of the 3 Amiibos individually, just like you'd expect. In other parts of the world, though, things got more complicated. In the US, that Squid Amiibo was only available as part of a set of all 3. You could not buy an individual squid, it just wasn't sold. In Europe, though, the squid was even more elusive. The only way to get this rare Amiibo was as part of a bundle alongside the game itself. Now, normally Splatoon cost £44.99, but this special bundle cost £52.99. That's not a huge increase, I know, but spending those extra £8 was the only way to get this Amiibo over here in the UK. And so, as you can imagine, this bundle proved to be pretty popular indeed. Game, which is the largest video game retailer in the UK, was flooded with pre-orders as soon as they went live. And as Splatoon's release grew nearer, more and more people, eager to get their hands on this rare Squid Amiibo, purchased this more expensive bundle. It was a win-win. Game got a bunch of money, people got a bunch of squids. Surely nothing could go disastrously wrong from here, right? Surely not. On the 28th of May 2015, the very day that Splatoon was due to be released, an email was sent from Game to every single customer who had pre-ordered this Splatoon plus Squid Amiibo bundle. Allow me to read it to you now. Dear customer, we regret to inform you that the lorry transporting the Splatoon stock from Nintendo's European warehouse to Game UK has been stolen. Included in this delivery was our allocation of the Splatoon plus Squid Inkling Amiibo. As a result, we are unable to honour your original pre-order due for delivery on the 28th of May. Due to these extraordinary circumstances, we will unfortunately not be getting replacements for these missing items. We have no option but to substitute the Splatoon plus Squid Inkling in your order with the standard version of the game. We apologise for the inconvenience. The Game Team. So, someone had apparently stolen the entirety of Game's stock of rare Squid Amiibo. In fact, not just the stock. It says in the email that someone stole the lorry, the truck itself. It's like something out of a movie. How does that even happen? Now, Game did try to make up for this loss. They discounted the bundle by £10 for one, and they included the Inkling Boy and Inkling Girl Amiibos at no extra cost. But as for the Squid Amiibo themselves, they were gone. Nintendo said that they were unable to make more, whatever that means. So Game's hands were tied. The Amiibo were gone. A few hours later, Nintendo themselves released a statement saying pretty much the same thing as Game. Quote, "We can confirm that the lorry transporting the Splatoon stock from Nintendo's European warehouse to Game UK has been stolen." Yeah, there was no extra information about who stole the stock, where it went, what happened to the truck itself, and what about the driver? And nobody knows. Now, as you can imagine, when customers found out about this theft, and more importantly, the fact that they wouldn't be getting their Amiibos, they were less than pleased. Someone stole my Squid Amiibo, WTF. Seriously, someone stole my Squid Amiibo. That's one post I read on the GameStop forums. Or another person who commented, they actually stole the truck, the Fast and the Furious style or something like it, lol. Wow, who would have thought that would actually happen? I feel sorry for you. Others online weren't so sympathetic though. Could someone enlighten me as to what the point of an Amiibo is? Or another person who replied, you sad, sad little man-child. So, as you can tell, people were certainly disgruntled by the incident. But what about the thief? The one who stole not just the Amiibo, let me remind you, but the entire lorry carrying them. Well, I spent hours trying to find any news of the culprit being arrested, but I turned up nothing at all. So, in other words, the culprit almost certainly got away with it. Somewhere between Nintendo's European warehouse and Games Warehouse in Basingstoke, this person managed to swipe the entirety of Games' Squid stock under their noses. Which leaves one huge question mark remaining. What happened to all of the Amiibo? Surely they had to go somewhere, right? So, I expected to find a huge number of Squid Amiibo appearing on eBay all at once. After all, the thief had to put their stock somewhere, but they couldn't actually do that. Because remember, they were pretty much the only person in the whole of Britain who owned this rare Amiibo. And so if they started flooding eBay with listings for it, it would be the same as painting a big red target on their back. The police would find them right away. Instead, it seems like they very, very gradually introduced these Amiibo back onto the market, one squid at a time. Just after the theft was reported, there seemed to be just one or two of these rare Amiibo popping up for sale online, and the only person who could have put them there was the lorry thief. I can only assume that they gradually worked their way through the entirety of Games Amiibo, until finally they had sold them all without arousing too much suspicion. And they were never arrested, even 5 years later. Which means only one thing. If you are an owner of this elusive Squid Amiibo, and you live in the UK, then there is a chance, just a tiny chance, that the Amiibo you own was one of those stolen Amiibos from all the way back in 2015. Hey, if you found this video interesting, you can subscribe for more like this, and follow me on Twitter at ThomasGDocs for updates on future videos. Plus, if you have a couple of dollars spare each month, then supporting me on Patreon means a heck of a lot. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.